Mitchell Cozad, Advocates for Rehabilitative Justice, within and beyond the courtroom. When it comes to the American justice system, there are a number of philosophies about what makes a legal decision or court ruling good. One such philosophy is one of rehabilitative justice, a framework built on the idea that the justice system's convictions should work to rehabilitate the criminal into a safe, productive, and reformed member of society. Put simply, rehabilitative justice is about embracing second chances and personal growth on an institutional level. Few are as dedicated to rehabilitative justice as attorney and public defender Mitchell Cozad. As an attorney with the Colorado State Public Defender's Office, handling a wide range of criminal cases ranging from misdemeanors to serious felonies, Mitch Cozad is dedicated to helping people navigate the justice system. A key aspect of his practice comes from his recognition that the American justice system often fails to address the root causes of criminal behavior and works to change that. Like pulling a weed without removing its roots, not addressing the underlying issues, such as poverty, addiction, and systemic challenges, leads to a cycle of incarceration, Cozad explains. It's not just a theory, it's something he understands from first-hand experience in the criminal justice system. He works to protect the liberty of those who cannot afford legal counsel, and his successful record of advocacy has earned him the respect of his peers and opponents alike. I have never been someone who believed things were impossible to accomplish or let others place barriers on me. Second chances and rehabilitation. Mitch Cozad's career is driven by convictions that developed as a result of his own personal experiences with the criminal justice system. Cozad has drawn inspiration and wisdom from being one of the few people that has participated in the justice system from both sides of the law. In 2007, he was convicted of assault and sentenced to the Department of Corrections. While incarcerated, Cozad transformed and chose to change the direction of his life, dedicating himself to helping others find the same clarity and hope he did. This transformation, and the pursuit of law and advocacy as a career choice, was inspired by more than just his own experiences. Cozad cites the story of Sean Hopwood, a convicted bank robber turned legal advocate and successful United States Supreme Court petitioner, as proof of the power of rehabilitative justice and self-improvement when given the opportunity. Like Hopwood, I recognize that my experiences with the justice system gave me unique insight into the challenges faced by those who are incarcerated, and his journey inspired me to channel that understanding into a career dedicated to helping others navigate the legal system, Mitch Cozad explains. His story showed me that it is possible to use past mistakes as a source of strength and purpose. With these lessons and convictions behind him, Mitchell Cozad set off to provide legal aid and advocacy that only someone with his range of experiences could. He earned his JD from the University of Wyoming and has found success at the Colorado Public Defender's Office. He's also expanded his knowledge base to include business, with an MBA from Eastern New Mexico University and an MPS in Alternative Dispute Resolution from the University of Denver, giving Cozad the breadth of knowledge needed to approach legal issues holistically and develop comprehensive, multifaceted solutions. Professional values and processes. Resilience, accountability, and empathy are the driving values behind Mitchell Cozad's personal and professional decisions. Believing in second chances and demonstrating his commitment to fairness and justice requires all three in spades, and Cozad works hard to embody them all. Resilience to weather hardship, accountability to acknowledge wrongdoing, and empathy to facilitate change and acceptance, each is a critical component of Cozad's practice. Beyond the overarching principles he lives by, Cozad is dedicated to one other belief: that the quality of legal representation should never be determined by one's ability to pay. He works hard to ensure that a client's resources are not the determining factor in whether or not their rights are respected, knowing well how much losing those rights can affect someone down the line. Protecting his client's rights is Cozad's metric for success, more than anything else. In his own words, success means providing support, empathy, and care when people need it most, and knowing that I help them feel understood, valued, and hopeful during difficult times. Mitch Cozad takes a deeply client-focused approach to each case, with a special focus on communication to make sure he understands their goals and concerns. Beyond merely listening, Cozad makes sure to be transparent and straightforward about the realistic outcomes of each case. I stress the importance of focusing on what is within our control and leveraging any strategic advantages, he says. While it can be difficult for clients to hear that certain outcomes may be unlikely, you must be transparent and straightforward. When analyzing case documents and cross-checking information, Cozad makes sure to dig as deeply as possible into each claim and component of the story in order to build the best defense. In Cozad's own words, "The devil is in the details," and his attention to those details has consistently paid off. Benefits beyond the courtroom. Mitchell Cozad understands that addressing criminality and the importance of rehabilitative justice requires efforts that extend beyond the justice system. Effective change must include action outside the courtroom and meaningful outreach to both local and broader communities. For Cozad, this commitment is reflected in his volunteer work with community corrections services and other organizations that focus on providing information, networking opportunities, and support for restorative and rehabilitative justice initiatives. In addition to his volunteer efforts, Cozad actively advocates for criminal justice reform by participating in speaking engagements on topics such as criminal justice reform and re-entry, sharing his passion and insights across the state.